Oh, the thumbnail works this time. Hello everyone, and welcome back to the second Five Nights at Chuck E. Cheese stream tonight, because the first one, for some reason, decided it doesn't want to work. Okay, this one is actually live. Thank God. Thank the great horned rat. You might see it says load game now. That's just because it didn't work first time and I restarted the game, so you didn't miss out on stream. Let's get right in to a new game and hope the stream keeps working. Hey Fred, I need someone to take my night shift this week because of some family issues. Would you be up for the task? Give me a call if you're interested. Thanks, Sue. Which is what I will do to Streamlabs if it doesn't start behaving. Night 1. So...
Hello? Hey, Fred. I see you're working overtime. Lucky you. You get to make some extra cash. Anyway, management is requiring me to leave you messages every night to help you out with your shifts. We normally don't have anyone looking over this place during the night, but since we're shut down for renovations, there has been some concern of break-ins and vandalism and that kind of thing. So we needed someone, you, in this case, to look over the place and make sure everything, especially Chucky and his friends, is in check.
I don't see any animatronics on the cameras.
First things first. I'm assuming management left you with the camera system. If you turn the monitor on, you'll be able to flip through the channels with the cameras that are
well, hold on, no, try
building.
looking around. Look.
Well, yeah, the animatronics are right there.
But it's at least something to look at while you're bored. And to watch for anything
Right?
out of the ordinary, of course.
Two will be having to eat now.
They aren't top-notch,
well,
so don't be surprised if things are a little...
It's the portrait animatronics, though.
behind
They
you should be
don't
a
have
security
legs.
Now, there were some
I don't think.
issues in the past that basically
no,
forced
they
us to
don't.
put in that gate.
Like,
A little
well,
broken,
stop
however. Instead of you
I'm
just
sure
turning the handle
Macabre
and keeping
will be
itself
along
shut,
to correct me
you
if I
have to
say
keep it
something
closed
wrong about
by
Chuck E.
holding
Cheese,
down
but
the
I swear
handle.
these things don't have legs
I know
or
it's a bit
arms,
annoying,
some of
but
them.
in the case of an emergency, you're gonna need
They
that
don't
gate.
have legs.
Just don't play around
That's
with
not
it too
gonna
much.
stop them.
You don't want it jamming on you. Alright, I think this should be it. Oh wait, yeah, I know this wasn't really in the job description, but whenever you get the chance, could you please head down to storage and pick up some things that need to be restocked? Management should have put a list down there. I'm sure you'll see it. Should be quick and easy to do at the end of your shift. And don't worry, it'll probably be counted in your paycheck. Alright, that should be everything for now. I'll talk to you tomorrow, and have a good night.
We've got Pong. I can't tell what that cabinet next to Pong is. Pong's the only one I can really tell what it's going to be. And dressing room. Entrance. Oh, he's crawling about in the arcade. I don't like that. I do not like that. What are you doing at the entrance? Are you trying to escape? Is this it? Are you gonna sneak out the front door and like eat some children? Because I know you're not getting anywhere near me with those creepy rat teeth. It's not of the restrooms, it's not of the... not in the dressing room. Is he behind me then? Okay, you're still at the entrance. That is fine. Oh, now you're in the play area. Hello, you freaky little rat thing. Is Chuck E. Cheese a rat or is he a mouse? I think he's meant to be a mouse. I don't know. He looks more like a rat to me, though. Fucking diseased rodent. I don't trust Chuck E. Cheese's, but I can't. Okay, you creepy rodent bastard. Oh, made it. Nice. This is interesting, but they're like the portrait ones.
Hey again, Fred. I see your first night went well. If it didn't, you obviously wouldn't be here right now. I mean, you know, you would have quit or something like that. Whatever. So as you probably already know, this shift is a piece of cake. And hopefully nothing is causing you trouble during the nights. Just keep an eye on the gate and keep an eye on the cameras. Oh, yeah, the cameras. Before we shut down, we're having some infestation issues. I think there's still a rat or something running around the building. Employees have complained about things being knocked over and stuff just being out of place. But we have reason to believe it might be staying in that back room, which is Channel 4? Yeah, that back room hasn't been cleaned up for quite a while. So yeah, just keep an eye over there and make sure nothing
Okay,
bad
keep
happens.
an eye on Channel 4.
Also, so the technicians yesterday reported a problem with the animatronics. Don't worry, it's hardly anything. There's just been a problem where they'll try to perform when they shouldn't. I think this issue has been noted for Jasper and some other one. So in case there's ever an issue where they start moving around or they're maybe out of place, we've given you something on the desk that we like to call the stage call. Basically what this does is it resets any misbehaving character and makes them go back to their idle state. Hopefully you'll never have to use it, but yeah, that should be all. So just keep an eye on those cameras and use the gate whenever you need it. Oh, and again, make sure to restock items again after your shift. Alright.
Okay,
Good
you
night.
creepy fuck, what are you? I'm confused by what you are meant to be. Like, what is this thing?
Quiet on the set! Quiet on the set!
Both they're the same character. They're both Chuck E. Cheese, I think. Yeah.
Quiet on the set!
Okay, stage go there.
Hi there.
Hello, Justin Hillary Williams. Your bro, my crush. Emoni. It's like I have feelings for it, but I don't know if she do for real though. I just been thinking about her. That's natural. Try not to worry too hard about that sort of thing, though. Is what I would say. Wait, where the fuck that suit dude go? I don't like it.
Quiet on the set!
Hey, night 2 done. That was pretty easy. Right. Hourglass. 1. Chuck E. Cheese hat. 1. Teapot. 1, 2, 3. Pair of scissors. Come on. Where's the pair of scissors? One. Stack of pans. That looked like a stack of pans to me. You bastard. I don't even know what you're meant to be if it keeps jump scaring me during that.
Hello? Hey again. So now you've been here for 2 whole nights. Soon to be 3. This is easy stuff, aside from dealing with the robot. I hope you never had to use the stage call or anything. If you did, I'm honestly surprised you came back at all. But I guess now you know how they behave when they glitch out. I just really emphasize the use of the camera system. Lord knows what happens to them when they leave their stage. One of the technicians this morning literally had to bolt Chucky back in place. Just make sure to keep a close eye on them. If they leave, make sure you know exactly where they are. I know that this is all incredibly
Both channel
concerning.
2 and you're still channel
I'm
4.
not even sure I would do this if I was in your shoes, to be honest. Especially during the night. Still, I'm glad you've been sticking with it. Just, keep up what you've been doing, and make sure...
I'm not the biggest fan of that jump scare, honestly. I don't know what it was. Something about that just wasn't scary. I don't know why. Which is annoying, because I do find the old sort of Chuck E. Cheese designs kind of creepy. I mean, like, look at that fucker right there.
Hello? Hey again. So, now you've been here for 2 whole nights. Soon to be 3. This is easy stuff, aside from, dealing with the robots. I hope you never had to use the stage call or anything. If you did,
Quiet
I'm
on the
honestly surprised you
set!
came
Quiet
back
on
at all.
the set!
But, I guess now you know how they behave when they, glitch out. I just really emphasize the use of the camera system. Lord knows what happens to them when they leave their stage. One of the technicians this morning literally had to bolt Chucky back in place. Just make sure to keep a close eye on them. If they leave, make sure you know exactly where they are. I know that this is all incredibly concerning.
So,
I'm not even sure I would do this if I was in your shoes, to be honest.
Quiet on the set! Quiet on the set!
Still, I'm glad you've been sticking. Just,
so
keep up
that
what
suit
you've been
does
doing.
look like an
Make sure to go
actual
back down to the basement.
1979 Chuck E. Cheese suit to an extent, so that's neat. I don't think the face is meant to look quite like that. It could just be the black and white camera messing with me like though. Okay, so because I couldn't see you in the office anywhere, so the stage call shouldn't do anything. I am confusion. Now I think the portrait animatronics
Hello? Hey again.
are
So, now you've been here for
what
2
you'd
whole
be expecting in '79.
nights. Soon to be 3.
It's like
This
the
is easy stuff, aside
second
from,
lot of portrait
dealing with the
animatronics
robot.
they did? Question
I hope you
mark?
never had to
I'm not
use
sure
stage
on
call or
that.
anything.
I'm not the
If you
Chuck E.
did,
Cheese expert in
I'm
the
honestly
friend group.
surprised you came back at all. But
Quiet on the set! Quiet on the
I
set!
guess now you know how they behave when they glitch out. I just really emphasize the use of the camera system. Lord knows what happens to them when they leave their stage. One of the technicians this morning literally had to bolt Chucky back in place. Just make sure to keep a close eye on them.
So
If they
Mr.
leave,
One
make sure you know exactly where they are.
is the weird
I know that this
Thanos
is
looking
all
fucker.
incredibly concerning. I'm not even sure I would do this if I was in your shoes, to be honest. Especially during the night.
Okay, exit, stage
Still,
call on.
I'm glad
Quiet on
you just keep up what you've been doing and make sure to go back down to the basement. Have a good night.
Quiet on the set! Quiet on the set!
So, I've no clue how to handle Mr. Munch. Evidently. I cannot see him anywhere in my office before he gets me, and it's weirding me out.
Hello? Hey again. So, now you've been here for 2 whole nights. Soon to be 3. This is easy stuff, aside from,
This is more like my kind of pace in a FNAF fan
I
game.
hope you never
Night
had
3
to
in like
use
20
the
minutes
stage call
would
or
be
anything.
legitimately
If you
impossible
did,
in something
I'm
like
honestly
Monster
surprised you
Frames.
came back at all.
Yeah.
But
I don't have a
I guess now you know how they behave.
problem with any particular length of night. For
I just
me,
really
the big
emphasize the
thing
camera
is
system.
as long as it's
Lord knows what happens to them
fun
when
for
they
that
leave
time
the
period, like
stage.
as long as I'm doing
One of the
something.
technicians this morning literally had to bolt Chucky back in place. Just make sure to keep it close.
Like, I
If they
wouldn't
leave,
like
make sure you know exactly where they are.
6
I know that
minutes
this is all
of the next week of Freddy's
incredibly
gameplay, because that would be a lot in very little
Not
time.
even sure I
Right.
was about your shoes.
Yeah, 6 minutes would
Quiet
be
on
a
the
bit
set.
like
Quiet
low
on
for
the
a
set.
game
Still,
like that.
I'm
But
glad
also-
you
It
stick-
would be a good middle ground because
Just,
12 minutes is too much.
keep up
But
what
also,
you've
like,
been
I
doing,
don't think I could do
and make
5
sure you go
minutes
back down to the basement.
or above
Have a good
of,
night.
like, sister location night 4, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, because tonight.
Yeah. It's one of those things where it's very dependent on what the gameplay actually is.
Quiet on the set. Quiet on the set.
Yeah, I don't know what Mr. Munch's deal is.
Does it not tell you?
It does not tell me. I swear to God, if I get stuck on night 3 of 5 nights at Chuck E. Cheese,
No, you could probably just look it up. If it gives you that much trouble.
I am actually looking it up right now.
Hey again.
Okay,
So,
yep,
now you've been here
that's
for 2
Munch.
whole nights. Soon to be 3. This is easy stuff, aside from, dealing with the robots. I hope you never had to use the stage call or anything. If you did, I'm honestly surprised you came back at all. But
Oh, when he leaves, I need to check cameras for him.
now you know how they behave
Just
when they,
flick through all the cameras.
I just really emphasize the use of the camera system. Lord knows what happens to them when they leave their stage. One of the technicians this morning literally had to bolt Chucky back in place. Just make sure to keep a close eye. If they leave, make sure you know exactly where they are. I know that this is all incredibly concerning. I'm not even sure I would do this if I was in your shoes.
Quiet on the set.
Especially during the night. Still, I'm glad you've been sticking. Just, keep up what you've been doing, and make sure to go back down to the basement. Have a good night.
I don't like this suit thing. The full Chuck E. Cheese suit.
Quiet on the set. Quiet on...
Hi there.
So I need to watch for Suit, I need to keep an ear out for Jasper getting to my office, and I need to keep an ear out for someone leaving the office, at which point I need to flick through all the cameras.
Quiet on the set! Quiet on the set!
Happy birthday to you.
Quiet on the set!
Happy birthday to you.
Quiet on the set! Quiet on the set!
Hi there.
Right, I'll be back in a second. I'm just going to quickly run through all the list before the Between Night mini game starts, I hope. Well, I did not make it back in time. It's fine, because I always fail that one anyway. I failed it every time I've had to do it. I'm not very good at finding stuff.
Fred, you made it to the fourth night. Nice Nice job. I hope you haven't had any trouble. Look, what you're doing here is very appreciated, but management has let me know that we don't need your assistance during the night anymore. We're already keeping a close eye on the characters because of their glitch, and they're getting trash in a couple of days anyway, to be replaced with the new designs. Bugs in their systems are only getting worse, and to me that's a sign that they're ready to retire. Just finish your shift and get out of there. If any of the other characters in trouble, the stage called Trick should work just the same. There's no need for you to come back after this. You don't even have to go down to the basement tonight if you don't want. But that's ultimately up to you. Anyways, good night.
Quiet on the... Quiet on the... Quiet on the set. 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 Quiet on the set.
So on the fourth night, management is telling me they don't need me anymore for future nights.
Interesting.
Quiet on the set. Quiet on the set.
Which is weird to me, because it's nights at Chuck E. Cheese's, not 4. Alrighty.
Hey Fred, you made it to the 4th night. Nice job. I hope you haven't had any trouble. Look, what you're doing here is very appreciated, but management has let me know that we don't need your assistance during the night anymore. We're already keeping a close eye on the characters because of their glitch, and they're getting trash in a couple of days anyway, to be replaced with the new designs. The bugs in their systems are only getting worse, and to me that's a sign that they're ready to retire. Just
Quiet on the set.
if any of the other characters give you trouble, the stage called Trick should work just the same. There's no need for you to come back after this. You don't even have to go down to the basement. Well, that's ultimately up to you. Anyways,
Fuck off, please, Chucky. That did not get rid of him that time, annoyingly.
Quiet on the set.
I'm not entirely sure what Helen does.
Quiet on the set. Quiet on the set. Quiet on the set. Quiet on the set.
Hi there.
Quiet on the
Okay.
Quiet on the set. 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 Quiet on the set.
Okay, I'm kind of getting into the swing of things here.
Quiet on the set. Quiet on the set. Quiet on the set. Quiet on the set.
Okay, this is going very well this time, actually.
Quiet on the set.
I've even managed to stay on top of Mr. Munch.
Quiet.
Oh, you bitch. That was Helen that got me there. I'll mute the call.
Quiet on the set. Quiet on the set.
Okay, hello, Mr. Pigeon. Hello.
Hi there.
Okay, Mr. Munch found. No. I do not believe chips are being eaten. I wish I had some chips right now. That would be tasty as hell.
Quiet on the set. Quiet.
Hi there.
Okay, cheese.
Quiet on the set. Quiet on the set.
I don't know how you work. There is me, and I am also joined by Charlie.
Nice job.
Quiet on the set. Quiet on the set.
They are in the seat next to me. You can see them in a. You can see the little mini Charlie in the that corner next to my model. Unfortunately, Five Nights at Chuck E. Cheese is single player, so I am the only one playing. But I believe you're doing Roblox probably in the background.
Quiet on the
Yeah.
set. Quiet on the set. Quiet on the set. Quiet on the set. Quiet on the set.
Charlie does speak. Yes,
I'm capable of it.
she has been known to speak from time to time.
Hi there.
Roblox. Peter, a roleplay, I believe, at the moment.
Yeah.
Also, for anyone new to the channel, Charlie is a girl. Just so people are aware.
Quiet on the set. Quiet on the set. Quiet on the set. Quiet on the set.
Pizza Roleplay Reborn, I think you're on, right?
Remastered, yeah.
Remastered. It's a FNAF roleplay place.
Boy.
How do you work?
Hey, Fred. You made it to the 4th night. Nice job. I hope you haven't had any trouble.
Are you god modding?
What you're doing here is very...
No, I'm not even roleplaying.
Management has let me know that we don't need your assistance during the night anymore. We're already keeping a close eye on the characters because of their glitch.
That's
They're
a
getting trash in a couple of days anyway.
common trend
To be replaced
review
with new designs.
on
Bugs in their
roleplay
systems
servers,
are only
isn't he?
getting worse. And to me, that's a sign that they're ready.
Quiet on the
I'm not on a roleplay server, I'm
Just
getting
finish
money.
your shift and then
Ah, you're on one of the dropper
if any of
servers.
the other characters keep
Like
in
chicken
trouble,
farming.
the stage called
Oh,
Triple
not
Shift
chicken
works
farming,
Yeah.
common farming. Fair enough.
There's no need for you to come back after this. You don't even have to go down to the basement tonight if you don't want. Well, that's ultimately up to you. Anyways, good night.
Hello, Carfan3254. Yes, they are getting that capitalistic grind on.
Quiet on the set. Quiet.
Boy, day to you.
Quiet on the set. Quiet on the set. Quiet on the Quiet on the set.
Yeah. Chucky is, that's a decent way of describing the old animatronics, actually. They look like they're on something that they probably shouldn't be. Like, Chucky does not look normal there.
Quiet on the set. Quiet on the set. the set! Quiet on the set!
Right.
Quiet on the set! Quiet on the set! Quiet on the set!
Pass. A hard pass for Chuck E. Cheese. Chuck E. Cheese is... He looks diseased, especially the older ones. That was a smash or pass. Freddy Fazballs. I don't know. Right, night 5. What am I doing back here for a 5th night?
Fred, management told me you wanted to take another shift. I, don't really understand why, but,
Quiet on the set!
I don't want to take another shift, actually, boss. Or friend, or whoever you are.
hey, Fred, management told me you wanted to take another shift. I, don't really understand why, but,
Quiet on the
I
set!
guess that means I get to keep you company one last time.
Pass.
I'm sure you heard about what happened today. But in case
Yeah,
you
I've got to
didn't,
pass on
at the
future
end of the
smash or
day,
pass
everything was
questions.
fine.
Carfan has the right idea.
They all just spazzed out.
No, they said Toy Bonnie. If they said Toy Freddy, it would have been a different story.
Not like this.
You're a
Doing
lesbian!
things they weren't programmed to do. Saying
Yes,
things they
but Toy
weren't
Freddy.
programmed to say.
Okay, let's go in order from first to most recent. Pass. I'm not sure on the Freddy Fazballs.
It's like they're angry about something.
Pass on Toy Bonnie.
Is this what you had to deal with? Look, man. Thanks for doing all this. I
Quiet on
can't
the
deal with
set!
it. I'm leaving tomorrow. If you decide to come back for whatever reason, I won't be there.
Quiet on the set!
Becoming too
Quiet
much.
on the set!
Good night, friend.
Hi there.
Quiet on the set! Quiet on the set!
Three of you fuckers on me at once. Come on. Be nice.
It's night 5.
Okay, yes, but I can't face this way to hit the stage call button, and this way to hold the
Hey.
gate,
Fred.
and the cameras to
management
look
told me
for
you wanted to take
fucking
another shift.
Mr. Munch at the
I,
same time.
Don't really understand.
We'll have to prioritize who the biggest priority
That
is.
means I get to keep you company one last time. I'm sure you heard about what happened today. But in case you didn't,
Quiet on the set!
at the end of the day, everything was going fine. But then they all just spazzed out.
I
Quiet on
don't
Not like this. They were doing things that they weren't programmed to do. saying things that they weren't programmed to say.
I can't even get through the full Night 5 phone call. Before I pick up the phone,
Hey, Fred.
2 of them are already
Management
gone.
told me you wanted to take another shift. I don't really understand why, but I guess that means I can keep company one last time. I'm sure you heard about what happened today. But in case you didn't, at the end of the day, everything was going fine. But then they all just spazzed
Quiet
out.
on the set! Quiet on the
I've seen them
set!
glitch out before, but
Hi
not like
there.
this. They were doing things that
Quiet
they
on
weren't
the set.
programmed to do. Saying things that they weren't programmed to say. We had to close early. We couldn't even get on stage. I really don't think you should come
thank
back.
you, Sonic Noah Cool, for
Like
subscribing.
Angry. Is this what you have?
Quiet on the
Look,
set!
man,
Quiet on the
thanks for
set!
doing all this, but I can't deal with this anymore.
It is
I'm leaving tomorrow.
much appreciated.
Quiet on
Decided to
the
come
set!
back.
Quiet on
Whatever
the set!
I won't be there. This is becoming too much for me. Good night, Fred.
Quiet on the set! Quiet on the set!
You rat bastard, you. I am gonna strangulate you. Okay, so Jasper Giles is gone. Chuck E. Cheese is gone. And
Hey, Fred.
Mr. Munch is gone.
Management told me you wanted to take another
It's
shift.
entirely possible for me to die before the second line of the Night 5 phone call because of Mr. Munch.
I guess that means I get to keep you company one last time. I'm sure you heard about
Quiet on the
what
set!
happened.
Quiet on the set!
But in case you didn't, at the end of the day, everything was going fine. But then they all just spazzed out. I'd seen them glitch
Quiet
out,
on
Hi there.
and not like this. They were doing things that they weren't programmed to do. Saying things that they weren't programmed
Quiet on
to
the set!
say. We had to close early. Couldn't even get on stage. I really don't think you should come back. It's
Quiet
like
on the set!
they're angry about something. That's what you have.
Quiet on the set!
The chef
Quiet-
is
Look,
not
man.
moved once.
Thanks for doing all this,
That's
but
actually
I can't
right.
deal with this anymore.
Quiet on the
I'm leaving
set!
tomorrow.
Quiet on the
If you
set!
decide to come back, for whatever reason, I won't be there.
I will not be
Good night,
replaced.
Fred.
Quiet on the set!
Channel 1 already for the suit.
Quiet on the set! Quiet on the set!
I think Channel 1's like his third stage and it's only 1 AM.
Hi there.
Quiet on the set! Quiet on the set! Quiet on the set! Quiet on the... Quiet on...
The chef has not moved once on any of these nights yet.
I will not be replaced.
I don't want you to be replaced, Chucky. Okay. And the goddamn duck got me. I mean, that's the longest I've lasted night 5 at least. I made it to like 3 AM, so that's good.
Hey, Fred. Management told me you wanted to take another shift. I, don't really understand why, but,
Quiet on the
I
set.
guess that means
Quiet
we
on
can
the
cover
set.
it one last time.
I'm dead because I was focused. This is getting painful.
Hey, Fred. Management told me you wanted to take another shift. I, don't really understand why, but, I guess that means I get to keep you company one last time. I'm sure you heard about,
Okay,
what happened
so
to me.
this one weirds me out,
in case you
the
did,
full costume.
At the end of the
Because
day,
that's not an animatronic.
but then they all just
That's just a costume someone wears.
glitch out before. Not like this. They were
And
doing
as
things
far
that
as
they
I
weren't
can tell,
programmed
these
to
aren't
do.
even meant to be haunted.
Same
They
thing
just
that
like don't want to get replaced. So I don't know why there's a costume walking around. It's meant to get them to stop their like performance routines when it's pulled.
Hey, Fred. Management told me you wanted to take another shift. I, don't
Quiet
really
on the
understand
set.
why,
Quiet on
but,
the set.
I guess that means I get to keep you company one last time. I'm sure you heard about,
Quiet on the
what
set.
happened.
Quiet on the
But
set.
in case you didn't, at the end of the day, everything was going fine. But then they all just spazzed out.
Quiet on the
Like, glitch out before. And not like this. They were doing things that they weren't programmed to do. Saying things that they weren't programmed to say. We had to close
Quiet on the set.
the stage. Well, I really don't think you should come back. It's like they're angry about it.
Quiet on the
Is this what you had to deal with? Look, man. Thanks for doing all this, but I can't deal with this anymore. I'm leaving tomorrow.
Quiet on the
If
set.
you decide to come back, for whatever reason, I won't be there. This is becoming too much. Good night, Fred.
Quiet on the set. Quiet on the Quiet on the set. Quiet on
Yeah, I don't know what the chef does. They've just sort of been there.
why, but I guess that means they're keeping you company one last time. I'm sure you heard about what happened today. But in case you didn't,
Quiet on the set.
at the end of the day, everything was going fine. But then they all just spat out.
Quiet on the
Glitch out.
I will not be
Not like this.
replaced.
They were doing things that they weren't programmed to do. Saying things that they weren't programmed to say. We had to close early. We couldn't even keep them on stage. I really don't think you should come back. It's like they're angry about something.
Quiet on the set. Quiet on the
Is this what you had to deal with? Look, man. Thanks for doing all this, but I
Quiet
can't
on
deal
the
with
set.
this. I'm leaving tomorrow. If you decide to come back, or whatever,
Quiet on the
I won't be there. This is becoming too much for me.
Thank
Good night, friends.
Quiet on
Hey, Fred. Management told me you wanted to take another shift. I don't really understand why, but I guess that means they're keeping you company one last time. I'm sure you heard
Quiet on
about
the set.
what happened today. But in case you didn't, at the end of the day, everything was going fine for them. But then they all just spat
Quiet
out.
on the set.
I see
Quiet on the
job
set.
before, but not like this. They were doing things that they weren't programmed to do. Saying things that they weren't programmed to say. We had to close early. We couldn't even keep them on stage.
Quiet on the set.
I really don't think you should come back. It's
Quiet
like
on the
they're angry about something. Is this what you had to do?
Quiet on the set.
Look, man. Thanks for doing all this, but I can't deal with this anymore. I'm leaving tomorrow. If you decide to come back, for whatever reason, I won't be there.
Quiet on the set.
Too much for me. Good night, friend.
Quiet on the set. Quiet on the set. Quiet on the set.
management told me you wanted to take another shift. I don't really understand why, but I guess that means I get you company one last time. I'm sure you heard about what happened today. But in case you didn't, at the end of the day, everything was going fine. But then they all just spazzed out. Not like
That's
this.
kind of a tough
They were doing
question
things
to
that
answer.
they weren't programmed to do. Saying things that they
Mr.
weren't programmed to
Munch
say.
is the one that's
We
like
had to close
managed to
early.
scare me. But as far as the design goes, I'd probably have to say the Chuck E. Cheese costume, even though it's not actually managed to get me yet. Something about the, you know, empty mascot costume getting up and walking around is a bit scary.
Hey, Fred. Management told me you wanted to take another shift. I don't really understand why, but
Quiet on the set!
I guess
Quiet
that
on
means
the
we get
set!
company one last time. I'm sure you heard about what happened today. But in case you didn't, at the end of the day, everything was going fine. But then they all just spazzed out. I've seen them glitch out before.
Quiet on the set!
Not like this. They were doing things that they weren't programmed to do. Saying things that they weren't programmed to say. We had to close early. We couldn't even keep them on stage. So I really don't think you should come back. It's like they're angry. Is this what you had to deal with? Look, man. Thanks for
Quiet on the set! Quiet
I
on
can't
the
deal with
set!
this anymore. I'm leaving tomorrow. If you decide to come back, for whatever reason, I won't be there. This is becoming too much for me. Good night, Fred.
Happy birthday to you.
Quiet on the set! Quiet on the set!
Hey, Fred. Management told me you wanted to take another shift. I, don't really understand why.
Quiet on the set! Quiet on the
I
set!
guess the company one last time. I'm sure you heard about, what happened today. But in case you didn't, at the end of the day, everything was going fine. But then they all just
Quiet on the set!
I'd seen them glitch out before.
Quiet on
Not like this. They were doing things that they weren't programmed to do. Saying things that they weren't programmed to say. We had to close early. We couldn't even keep them on stage. I really don't think you should come back. It's like that.
Quiet on the set!
Angry about something. Is this what you had to deal with? Look, man. Thanks thanks for doing all this, but I can't deal with this anymore. I'm leaving tomorrow. If you decide to come back, for whatever reason, I won't be there.
Quiet on the set.
Hi there.
Quiet on the set.
Favorite games to play? I don't know. I have been playing more Minecraft recently, which I've been quite enjoying.
Quiet on the set.
What else have I been playing recently that I've been enjoying?
Quiet on the set. Quiet on the set.
Minecraft and FNAF fan games have been my main things recently, honestly. That and VR stuff like VR chat, Beat Saber, HD VR, those sorts of things.
Quiet on the set. Quiet on the set.
Hey, Fred. Management told me you wanted to take another shift. I, don't really understand why, but, I guess that means I get to keep you company one last time. I'm sure you heard about, what happened today. But in case you didn't, at the end of the day, everything was
Quiet on
going
the
fine.
set. Quiet on the set.
They all just spazzed out. I'd seen them glitch out before.
Quiet on the set. Quiet
Not
on
like
the
this.
set.
They were doing things that they weren't programmed to do. Saying things that they weren't programmed to say. We had to close early. We couldn't even keep us on stage. I really don't...
Do I like horror games? Yes. Yes. I don't think there's any type of game I specifically dislike. Like, I'll play almost anything, pretty
Hey,
much.
Fred. Management told me you wanted to take another shift. I, don't really understand why, but,
Quiet on
I
the
guess that
set.
means I get to keep
Quiet
you
on.
company one last time. I'm sure you heard about what happened today. But in case you didn't, at the end of the day, everything was going fine. But then they all just spazzed out. I'd seen them glitch out before.
Quiet on the
Not
set.
like this.
Quiet on the set.
They were doing things that they weren't programmed to do. Saying things that they weren't programmed to say. We had to close early.
Quiet on the set.
Get them on stage. I really don't think it should. It's like they're angry about something.
Quiet on the set.
Is this what you had to deal with? Look, man. Thanks for doing all this, but I can't deal with this anymore. I'm leaving tomorrow. If you decide to come
Quiet on
back
the set.
for whatever reason, I won't be there. This is becoming too much for me.
Quiet on the set. Quiet on the set.
which message is that, Rimfox? I'll check after this. It's possible I just missed it. So, sorry about that.
Quiet on the set. Quiet on the set.
Okay, let's see what that message was. Skippities and Rizzlers in Ohio. I believe that's an appropriate reply that I have just sent.
Hey, Fred. Management told me you wanted to take another shift. I don't really understand why, but I guess that means I get to the company one last time. I'm sure you heard about what happened today. But in case you didn't, at the end of the
Chef
day,
did
everything
move
was
there.
going fine.
Yeah.
Quiet on the set.
But then they all just spazzed out.
Quiet on the set.
Out before, but not like this. They were doing things that they weren't programmed to do. Saying things that they weren't programmed to say. We had to close early. Couldn't even keep them on stage. I really don't think you should come.
Okay.
Hey, Fred. Management told me you wanted to take another shift. I don't really understand why, but
Quiet on the set.
I guess that means I get to keep you
So,
company.
Rinfox, how are things going with you?
I'm sure you heard about what happened today. But in case you didn't, at the end of the day, everything was going fine. But then they all just spazzed out. I've seen them glitch out before.
Quiet on the set.
Not like this. They were doing things that they weren't programmed to do. Saying things that they weren't programmed to say. We had to close early. Couldn't even keep them on stage. I
Quiet on
really
the
don't
set.
think it's like they're angry about something.
Quiet on the
Look, man. Thanks for doing
That
all
might
this,
be
but
my first time
I
seeing
can't deal with
uwu used as an adjective,
I'm
and I don't know why,
leaving.
but it feels weird.
If you decide to come back, for whatever reason, I won't be there. This is becoming too much for me.
I will not replay.
Quiet on the set.
Charles! Charles. Charles. Behave.
Hey, Fred. Management told me you wanted to take another shift. I don't really understand why, but I guess that means I get to keep you company one last time. I'm sure you heard about
Quiet on the set.
but in case you didn't, at the end of the day, everything was going fine.
Yeah.
But then they all just spazzed out. I've seen them glitch out.
Quiet on the
Not like this. They were doing things that they weren't programmed to do. saying things that we weren't programmed to say. We had to close earlier.
Quiet on the set.
Oh, I really don't think it should go away. It's like they're angry about something.
Quiet on the set.
Is this what you have to deal with? Look, man. Thanks for doing all this, but
Quiet on
I
the
can't deal with
set.
this anymore. I'm leaving tomorrow. If you decide to
The
come
chef
back,
might function in a
whatever
similar
reason,
way,
I won't be there.
but I'm not too sure.
I will not
Quiet on
He
the
was
set.
freaking out a bit before he attacked me last time. So my guess is I am gonna have to hit the stage thing when he freaks out like that.
Quiet on the set. Quiet on the set.
Hi there.
Right, I'll be back in a second. Yes. Right, I am returned.
Hey, Fred. Management told me you wanted to take another shift. I don't really understand why, but I guess that means I get to keep you company one last time. I'm sure you heard about what happened today. But in case you didn't, at the end of the day, everything was going fine for them. But then they all just spazzed out.
I will
Fire on
not
the set! What?
play.
Not like this. They were doing things that they weren't programmed to do. Saying things that they weren't programmed to say. We had to close our early. We couldn't even keep them on stage. I really don't
Fire on the...
It's
Fire
like
on the...
they're angry about something. Is this what you had to deal with? Look, man. Thanks for doing all this, but I can't deal with this anymore. I'm leaving tomorrow. If you decide to come back, for whatever reason, I won't be there. It's become
Fire
too
on
much.
the set!
Good night, Fred.
Fire on the set! Fire on the set! Fire on the set! Fire! Fire on
God
the set!
damn it.
Fire on the set!
If I didn't fuck up for post night every time, I'd probably be much better off now. I don't know.
Hey, Fred. Management told me you wanted to take another shift. I don't really understand why.
Fire on the set! Fire!
I guess that means I get to keep you company one last time. I'm sure you heard about what happened today. But in case you didn't,
Fire on the set!
at the end of the day, everything was going fine for them. But then they all just spazzed out. I'd seen them glitch out.
I will not
Fire on the...
Not like this.
play.
They were doing things that they weren't programmed to do. Saying things that they weren't programmed to say. We had to close earlier. We couldn't even get to the stage. I really don't think you should come back. It's like they're angry about something. Is this what you have to do?
Fire on the set!
Thanks for doing all this, but I can't deal with this anymore. I'm leaving
Fire on the
tomorrow.
set! Fire!
If you decide to come back, for whatever reason, I won't be there. This is becoming too much for me. Good night, Fred.
Fire on the... set. Quiet on the set. Quiet on the set. Quiet on the set. Quiet on the set.
Hi there.
Quiet. Quiet on the.
Macabre Crib, welcome back.
Quiet on the set.
I figured you'd probably pop into this stream. I did ping you because you are a Chuck E. Cheese fan, I'm aware.
Quiet on the set.
God, this one gets kind of hard over later nights, I'm finding. What did you think of it?
Quiet on the set. Quiet on the set.
Fuck. Right. I actually really appreciate game. Pizza Time Theatre is my favourite era of Chuck E. Cheese. The Quiet on Set was used a lot in the early Pizza Time Theatre show tapes, especially from 1982. That's actually really cool details. That's why I wanted you to join the stream chat, honestly.
Quiet on the set.
Because I don't know any of that shit. No, I meant to hit the stage
Quiet
call.
on the set. Quiet on the set.
Ah. I'm quiet? I don't think I should be particularly quiet. Is this a bit better? Maybe it's this that needs turned down a bit as well instead. How's this? Is this better? This should be improved now, I think. My wedding band is actually a 1982
Management told me you wanted to take another
PTT, so Pizza Time Theatre Falcon was fortunate to
don't
ring
really
for me.
understand why, but,
I showed it to her casually,
keep you company one last time.
and
I'm sure you heard about
she loved it and chose it for me. That's actually awesome, dude. That's amazing. Wow, that's really
At
cool.
the end of the day, everything was
We're
fine.
getting the deep
They all just
macabre lore.
I'd seen them glitch out before. Not like this. They were doing things that they weren't
Quiet on the
programmed
set.
to do. Saying things that they weren't programmed to
I've turned
say.
the game down and I've turned me up a bit. So hopefully that fixes things. It means I'll have to turn Charlie up a bit, like, but I can do that fine. Can you speak, Charlie? Okay, cool. That should be better. So, I don't know a lot about Chuck E. Cheese, but I do believe these portraits were actually in use in this time period. I think. I know this particular style, like the portrait animatronics, were used in this time period. I don't know if these specific ones are particularly accurate or not. The suit looks like the costume that was used in this time period to me. But obviously I am not the Chuck E. Cheese expert here. So
set. Quiet on the set. Quiet on the set. Quiet on the set. Quiet on the set.
The portraits were used only into locations Winchester and Coosa from 1977 to 1978. This is 1979, so this is just outside the time frame those portraits would be getting used. Yeah, Krusty is in the between nights, like the post-night minigames, Krusty's in. He jump scares you if you mess up the post-night minigames.
Hey, Fred.
Only Winchester of pilot location had Krusty. Coosa opened with Mr. Munch. Okay. Did they ever move back to... Did they do like a second time using the portraits, or was it only for that period? Like, did they bring them back at any point? It's inaccurate, but I don't think it's meant to be accurate. Is the full costume accurate to the time period, do you know? Because the full costume looks like one of the older ones I've seen pics of, but I don't know if it's 1979 old, or if it's like 80s old, you know? Only first to every restaurant after used you've created cyberamic models and used balcony format, which are all characters on a balcony looking down at the audience. Mascot costume is accurate, even as the correct vest pattern. Okay, okay. That's cool. I think this style of doing animatronics where it's like the portraits is really cool. There's just something about it I like. You actually make reproduction vest fabric, Kusa, down to very rare brown vest used on only cyber models in 1980. Wow, okay. I was not aware that was something you did actually, but that's awesome. Someday Macabre's gonna join my stream and like reveal that they own a full Chuck E. Cheese mascot suit that they wear to like furry conventions or some shit. I do want to make a mascot suit at some point. I want to make a I want to make 2 Spring Bonnie suits. I want to do just like a shitty cardboard box one. And to look like the mini game Spring Bonnie. And then I want to do a full-on proper like mascot suit. Look, Discord. Will do.
Fire on the set.
Replay.
Fire on. Fire on the set. Fire on.
Okay. That's really cool.
Fire on the set.
The reproduction fabric.
Fire on the set. Fire on the set.
So you are really passionate about animatronics, aren't you? Which is absolutely awesome to see. Cause
Fire on the set.
it's one of those, like, obviously my main exposure to these sorts of animatronics is through FNAF and through, like, FNAF games and the FNAF fan games. And let's face it, there's not a lot of thought actually put into the designs from an animatronic perspective. So it's cool to see someone like you who's big into animatronics,
Fire on the set. Fire.
who's sort of working on those sorts of projects while just being really passionate about the actual history and like mechanics behind animatronics. I think that's awesome.
Fire on the set.
I don't know what I was with Furby actually in 2009. I found FNAF because I was already very into Rockfire and PTT. Horror wasn't my thing before that. Huh. I've heard of people getting into Rockfire and PTT through FNAF, but I think this is the first time I've heard of it happening the other way around. That's awesome. I'll probably be doing a part 2 to this if I can't beat this in the next like 45 minutes or so. Probably Wednesday.
Fire on the set.
You can confidently say you can handle a full suit restoration, like a full restoration of one of the animatronics on your own. That's... If you ever do that, I want to see it.
Fire.
If you ever do a full restoration, I want to go round to yours and see it. Because that would be absolutely awesome. Meat production plush of the very first Munch doll, very rare from 1979. I'm gonna need pics, yeah.
Fire on the set. Fire on the set. Fire on the.
So you mentioned in the Discord something about obviously the Gen 1 portrait animatronics.
Quiet on the set.
Did they ever do a second lot of the portrait animatronics? Or did they just move on to the balcony format and then not really go back to the portrait format at any point?
Quiet on the set. Quiet on the... Quiet on the...
Replay.
So the Gen 2, which looked better, Gen 2, Choke and Krusty are owned by a collector, Travis W. Who... Hold on! They made Gen 2, which looked better. Gen 2, Chuck and Krusty are owned by a collector, Travis, who hates me because I made fun of him in 2017 for leaving his wife for someone who only liked him for his collection. Wow! Chuck E. Cheese relationship drama, really? This is absolutely wild to hear this. So, correct me if I'm wrong, because I believe I know what the free stage is. That's like a stage type. They're still around today, I think, at like the modern Chuck E. Cheese locations, but I don't think they're used for like the same shit they were back at Showbiz Pizza. Right? I think? I might be miles off here. I glanced at the Chuck E. Cheese wiki one time and some of it stuck, most of it didn't. Every Gen 1 figure is lost and has been moved since the corporate location moved from Cali to Texas in 1984.
Quiet on the set.
Huh.
Quiet on the set.
'Cause it was... Because yeah, it's... Yeah. It's like it was like a development on top of Rockafire stuff, which you think Slamer, that's probably true. There's only one more in existence. Wow. It's a shame this stuff is getting, like, lost, honestly. There should be a museum for this sort of shit, but, like, I don't think anyone ever really thought at the time that this belongs in a museum. So...
Quiet on the...
I don't think I have ever heard of that character, no.
Hi there.
Quiet on the set.
When true on front of grown is fat of rock fire. The rope done on Tronic at some point. I have a few lines right now. I know someone who builds full repro cyber figures 1.7k. My dream animatronic is fat of rock fire. He is the gorilla. Nice. I know there's still quite a few Chuck E. Cheese locations. Do any of them have animatronics still? Or do they not?
Quiet on the set. Quiet on the set.
Because there is something like, I don't know, a few dozen locations still, but it seems like it would be expensive to have a full animatronic band for each location.
Quiet on the
Like, those things cannot be cheap for them to make. Locations. Only a couple left of animatronics, legacy locations. All the other ones were shipped back to corporate and are in storage with unknown future. I'd love to visit a Chuck E. Cheese at some point. Because they do seem cool. Pits comes down, front of goes up and down to music, right by the chef. Oh, fair enough.
Quiet on the set. Quiet on the set. Quiet on the
Hi there.
Quiet on the Quiet on the set. Quiet.
On
Quiet on the
International
set.
Drive in Orlando.
Quiet on the set.
Love Orlando. They're a Studio C version of Chuck, a very visually cartoony and clean animatronic, but very boring because it is just Chuck.
Quiet on the set.
Okay. I'm gonna Google what the Studio C version of Chuck looks like. But I'm picturing a Chuck E. Cheese equivalent of like a toy animatronic. Like very plasticky. It is quite plasticky actually. Around like the face, but it does look like most of its fabric, which makes sense.
I will not be
Full plastic animatronics is probably the least realistic thing FNAF did. Because I don't know how practical those actually are. I say...
Quiet on the set.
I say that the toy animatronics are probably the least realistic thing FNAF did. They did fucking Remnant, so... Alexis, my fiance, brought me to Indiana. I got to see 3 PTT figures, a retrofit of a quest character made to look like a guest character made to look like an off-ramp Pasquale. The King, a tall Elvis tribute. I believe I'm familiar with the King. And the Warblets, 3 magpies. Nice. Exception of the chef's costume, all authentic features the animatronics. I was very happy and wanted to restore them. Nice. Have you heard that Chuck E. Cheese is concerned? They plan, has confirmed they plan to open locations in the UK.
Quiet on the set. Quiet on the set.
Much bigger than they look in pictures. Their heads are huge. It makes sense. It makes sense to me that the head would be bigger.
Quiet on the set.
Like, big heads very much make sense to me for children's animatronics. Yeah. I heard the news like a month ago and I was like, wow, that's cool. Wait a second, these are probably gonna suck. I'm at least hoping they'll have, like, I don't know. But I'm hoping they'll have decent pizza, but I know that's kind of a big ask. And I'm hoping they'll have, like, I don't know, arcades. Best we could probably hope for is, like, a minimum wage employee in a shitty costume, honestly. But no, the big heads makes it, the massive suits overall and the proportionally large heads makes sense to me. There's something called I don't know if it's a miniature painting specific thing, but I'm familiar with it through miniature painting. There's something called heroic proportions. Where you have disproportionately large heads and hands are the two things you have disproportionate. And it makes it look it makes it look better because it's drawing attention to the, like, important parts. I think in actual body proportion wise, heroic proportions is just being taller. But for whatever reason, the miniature painting community have adopted it to be something weird and different.
I will not be replaced.
It's weird. But yeah, it makes sense to me that the heads would be larger, relatively speaking. I got some pings there which distracted me. Damn. I'm probably going to call it in 20 minutes. We'll have been live for 2.5 hours at that point. I might come back to this on Wednesday, see if I can beat Night 5. Or I might do next week at Freddy's Custom Night on Wednesday. Because I am wanting to try that out. Right, yes, I keep forgetting Mr. Munch because I forget about Mr. Munch early on and I really shouldn't. Right, mute call. Jasper's moved. Chuck has moved. Mr. Munch will move now. Right, let that close fully and then... too late. There's not enough time for me to let the door close fully if Jasper's in the office, so I'll have to stop partway through that to do Jasper. And then hope I'm back in time for Chucky to not get me. So, who are people's least favourite Chuck E. Cheese characters? I'm curious. Ooh. I'm not that familiar with them. So it's tough for me to say. I definitely do not like her. Although actually, I actually kind of do like the bird. So, like, Helen. Not this freakazoid over here, but definitely like the later Helens.
Quiet on the set. Quiet on the set. Quiet on the Quiet on the set. Quiet on Quiet on the
Easiest character to get by. I'm not sure. The suit so far has been really easy for me to deal with.
Quiet on Quiet on the set. Quiet on the set.
It's everyone else that's giving me trouble except the suit. Or the costume, or the whatever.
Quiet on the Quiet on the set. Quiet on the set. Quiet on the set. Quiet on the
I will not be replaced.
Quiet on the set.
Okay, chef got me. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Do you have any Chuck E. Cheese opinions, Charlie?
Not really.
Quiet on the set. Quiet on the set.
Right.
Hi there.
Quiet on the Quiet on the set. Quiet. Quiet on the set. Quiet.
Replay.
I am going to try to beat Night 5, yeah. If I can't do it this time, or next, essentially if I hit the 2-hour 30 mark without having beat it, then I'm going to leave it for a future stream, most likely. But I'm not handling Night 5 particularly well. It felt like Mr. Munch left earlier that time.
Quiet on the set. Quiet on the set. Quiet on the set. Quiet on.
I don't get why there's just all the animatronics just sat, like all the portraits just sat in like a semicircle in front of this one dude's desk. Like, surely they should be elsewhere in the restaurant rather than this weird office area.
Quiet on the set.
Hi there.
Quiet on the Quiet on the set. Quiet. Quiet on the Quiet on the set.
And unfortunately, I think that's our last attempt of the night. I really did not do very good on the whole fifth night thing. But it's a decently fun fan game. It's by Radiance, which I believe are the same team as did all the Treasure Island games. So they are a really talented team of developers. Yeah, it is the same devs as did the Treasure Island games, I'm right. Very talented devs. I'll probably play some of their other stuff on stream. I might do a Polybius stream. I'm definitely going to play the Treasure Island games at some point. I might do Five Nights to Remember at some point. That looks like it's a Fredbear's Family Diner fan game, huh? Neat. So I'll probably play that at some point. Yeah. Thank you all very much for watching. Wednesday will probably be another FNAF fan game. I might try the custom night for next week at Freddy's. I might try Night 5 on this again. I might try a different fan game entirely. I don't know. But otherwise, thank you all very much for watching. And I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye, everyone.